So, what do you guys want to talk about?
Because the best in the world is back, and the best in the world is standing in the middle of the ring, live and in living color.
There's nobody that can do what I do like I do. I am professional wrestling. You want to shoot, cowboy? Well, then settle up and let's ride!
And welcome, everybody, to the show that keeps wrestling real. Rant with Ant. I'm your host, the King of Talk Style, Anthony, and with me, my sidekick, my tag team partner.
Don't say it.
He's shaking his head. The Canadian Prince, Kyle. Kyle Masters needs to give me a new nickname because you're going to be the Canadian Prince.
Just be like Jericho. Call me bald.
Bald.
I am bald.
Yeah. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Not you being bald. That's a natural thing.
Very natural.
But, we're also going to have a guest, a commercial from a guest who's also bald. But yeah, you never know what's going to happen on Rant with Ant. But thank you guys so much for the amazing feedback on the first episode, the return episode. We are just getting started. And I'm here to announce that next week, we kind of go full circle. Well, actually, not next week, 2 weeks from now, because we are bi-weekly. I always mess that up. Glenn G. Rodriguez will be appearing.
Whoa, what a name.
On Rant with Ant. Look at his nickname. It's so much easier.
Is he the Spanish prince?
He is, yes. Yes. And you're the prince. We need another royalty member. But we'll come up with it. We got 2 weeks to think of something good. If you guys have a suggestion for G-Rod's nickname, just throw it in the chat so we know, because this is going to be good. Listen, I'm super excited for G to come back and do this. It's going to be really fun.
Original member,
it's something that kind of goes full circle. It started with G-Rod being my producer on the Wrestle Addict. Actually, I believe it was about 8 years ago.
Oh, wow.
8? No, because I've been gone for 7 years. So it was like 10 years ago that I started doing this. And Rant with Ant was a thing on the Wrestle Addict. And, I mean, he hasn't been on Rant with Ant in 8 years. Because after All In, he came back for the final show of like 2016. My years aren't lining up right. It's been a while. Speaking of butt rock.
Oh, man.
I've been a Kyle. That could be your intro.
I mean,
that could be your intro.
Anything butt rock, I'm down for, 100%.
Dude, I'm in love with this podcast called The Meantime, and I'm pretty sure that they listen to the 5-second rule because, my God, like they go down the butt rock hole.
Oh man, that clip. Unbelievable of them like doing their top 5. For one, the one guy not having Scott Sapp in his top 5 is like blasphemy.
But listen, that's like, hey, who's your favorite religious figure? Everyone's is Jesus, and that's Scott Stapp. He's butt rock Jesus, bro.
Wasn't like the first person he said was like the guy from Hinder.
That is, that's a hidden gem. Honey, why you calling me? Like
it is.
That is very, and we're gonna get into like the butt rock themes, right? Because I think wrestling themes, and it's just wrestling themes as a whole, we're gonna get into. I think wrestling themes have really downgraded over the years. Like,
they have.
It's been awful since Jim Johnson retired or got fired or whatever happened to him. They have just crashed and burned. Like, the themes aren't fun anymore. Like, half the time I hear music hits and I go, well, who's coming out? Like, I don't know. And that's a problem if you're trying to, like, sell me a product to watch and get me invested in somebody. And I don't know their theme music. Like, the glass shattering. That was Stone Cold. The car crashing. That was Mick Foley. If You Smell, it was The Rock. The Countdown was Jericho. Everything had a niche that you're like, hey, I know who that is.
They've had to like resort to having voices of the wrestlers in the beginning of their theme songs.
I hear voices in my head.
Like
there's a butt rock one.
Yeah, is that Rev Theory? Yeah.
Yeah, they talk to me.
They're 100%. That's 100% butt rock.
Talk to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, like now they have to be like, a night. And you're like, okay, you're going to do something.
This is definitely LA Night.
Yeah. I know who that is.
I know who it is. See, that's what I mean. They're resorting to saying the name of the wrestler in the beginning of the theme song now. Because no one knows who the hell it is if they didn't say it.
if Stone Cold wrestled today, it'd just be JR going, Stone Cold, Stone Cold.
just a very loud, audible what? Then his theme songs are dun 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 dun. What?
I mean, honestly, The Rock kind of started that.
He did, to be honest, he did.
But nobody has walked out to their own music like Jericho has. You know what I mean?
Oh, my God.
Jericho's like, yeah, I played my song in front of 80,000. No, your song played as you went to the ring in front of 80,000. Nobody came to see you play.
Oh, you're talking about all
80 people. Yeah. Oh, my. 80 people came to see you play. 80,000 came to see you wrestle. I just remember, like, when I first heard of Fozzy, I was like, oh, man, like, cool. I love Jericho. And then I heard the song, and he was like, Sandpaper! And I was like, oh, this is shit. Shut that off.
Hilariously, I think the first Fozzy song I heard, I think it was his cover of an ABBA song. It was, they covered, oh, my God, it's SOS by ABBA.
Yeah.
And it's so bad. I hate it. It's so bad.
I'll never forget, and it's one of my favorite clips, and Jackie sent it to me the other day when we were on Elite POV, and they had Jericho's guitar player, and he's like not playing the riff to Judas at all. He's off time, and I'm just like ripping it apart. One of my favorite clips of Elite POV. But we're not here to talk about Jericho yet. Or
yet.
We're going to get into we'll get into the butt rock songs a little bit later. So we're going to just kind of try to tackle this head on because this was all in the news last week into today, even though this wrestler has been announced for Fan Fest or Fanatics Fest. So if your name is Phil and we love you, tune out because we're talking about your least favorite person in the world. The other Phil.
Phil Yum.
The hypocritical Phil. Phil Yum can join us in probably about 10 minutes and then he can just skip this part because we're talking about CM Punk, ladies and gentlemen, and I get why we're talking about CM Punk. Pepsi Phil, the Pepsi man, the Pepsi Cola Kid. That should have been his name, Pepsi Cola Kid.
Oh man,
it's like 1, 2, 3 Kid, but you're and then
that's like his WCW name.
His feuds with Isaac Yankem because of the cavities from drinking Pepsi Cola. Just who's booking this shit, right? No, but I can understand why everything's kind of been about CM Punk lately. The product in WWE, and this isn't going to be me like every week, I promise, because they just had a really cool thing with the Bloodline, and we're going to talk about factions later too. WWE needs CM Punk, and I get why, he hasn't really talked on Instagram or Twitter. He hasn't posted. So everyone's up in the air about, oh, wow, he left. Like, no, it was probably a planned break. The dude's getting he went from CM Punk to CM Hunk. Like, like, my man's been hit in the gym, bro. Like, he was always my inspiration to be like fat skinny. Now I have to try to get all cut up and ripped. Like, I wanted to be fat skinny for the rest of my life, Punk. Why you have to do this to me? But I want to know your thoughts. Like, when this was happening, you actually text me and like, yo, what's going on? Like, the Fightful, I know they have a business run. It ended up really being nothing. Like, right? Like, the whole thing was nothing. Yeah,
from what I've understood, is just he's on a vacation. There's nothing to it. It's nothing like that. It had nothing for him or anything. He just took a break. And obviously, you don't hear a lot of that going on in WWE. There's always a reason why you're not off TV. So instantly, people thought that, hey, if he didn't get hurt, that means instantly that he's going to leave the company. And everyone freaking was running around like they're chickens with their heads cut off, thinking that he was leaving and going elsewhere.
The dude just main evented 2 WrestleManias. Actually, I don't even call them WrestleManias. I call them the buy one, get one free 4-night extravaganza, as hypocritical Phil called it. And CM Punk's my favorite wrestler, but by far the most hypocritical and all pro wrestlers are hypocrites, right? My man went back on every single thing he says. But CM Punk got me back into wrestling. I'll always have that soft spot for him. But WWE needs him because, Reigns has been there, which I will give credit to Reigns. He has been there and he's been doing the kind of this bloodline reiteration again, which is cool. But on the other show, it's like Cody. And Cody, to me, right now, is John Cena 2016. Like, dude, I think he's been pinned like 5 times since he's been back from AEW. Like, can we do something different with Cody? Can we turn him? Can we give him an edge? It's the same thing with Cody. So, like, first off, Reigns is there. Rollins is kind of doing his thing in King of the Ring, like not positioned at the top of the card. Like, there is just a giant void of must-see television on WWE, and that was filled by CM Punk for 2 years, right? That's been kind of his thing, is like, especially for the lapsed WWE fan like myself, right? Yeah. I am admittedly more an AEW fan. I like the promos. I like the ring style. I loved when Punk was there, but I follow Punk. So I know Punk's going to give me a good promo and a good match every time he is on WWE programming. When he is not, that is felt because everything else feels very scripted, I should say. Like, it feels like almost like back in the Vince days. Everything was, kind of off of a piece of paper and not real.
Yeah. It's with CM Punk, like, right, especially right now, like, I'll agree with you that, like, the Fed needs CM Punk right now.
The Fed.
To be honest, sometimes I don't actually mean to say, like, I think I've just gotten used to saying it like that. I'm not saying it in a derogatory way.
No,
like
you're just like, the Fed.
I'm
waiting for you to just start calling it New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, New York has.
Up in Stanford over there, CM Punk is very much needed. But no, literally he is, because they don't have anyone else right now. Like you said, like, Cody Rhodes is in this, like, stagnant John Cena ultra babyface and starting to get into the territory where, like, people are starting to hate him because he's getting too ultra babyface.
It's becoming AEW again.
Yeah, and he's good.
Like, they're rejecting him a little bit. Like,
I just don't know if, because, and I'll say, and the Fed is the Fed, I don't think they want or will do that unless they'll get pushed to the brink where I sad to say that TKO is going to say, hey, maybe we should turn Cody heel. Because I think for now they're content with Cody being in this spot as the ultra babyface John Cena, so they have that guy to promote like they did John Cena, the face of the company, and that's going to be Cody Rhodes right now. Obviously, in Roman Reigns as well. Like, Cody and Roman are their two face of the companies right now. So
I would say Punk. I would say Punk too, but not having Punk, and I don't think Drew's been on TV either. No. And there's another guy that people like to see.
Yeah, it's
I don't know. I feel like. And everyone deserves time off, and I kind of appreciate it from the worker's perspective when Tony Khan lets people have time off too, because it's much needed to heal your body.
Yeah.
But man, like, you came after WrestleMania, Punk cuts this promo saying, "I'm not leaving, I'm not going anywhere," and then we don't see you.
You pull the Rock.
And the next time we see you, you're gonna look like the Incredible Hulk. Yeah. Like, what? We're not even gonna recognize you. And, you talking about Cody just reminded me of one of my favorite interactions ever, where some dude tweeted out or, like, put on Instagram, like, Cody Rhodes is only going to ever be a mid-carder, nothing more, nothing less. Like, he's on this level, and he names a bunch of guys. And Cody Rhodes goes, "You follow me, my friend." And the kid goes, "That's because you're my favorite mid-carder."
Oh my God.
I thought about that randomly like 2 days ago, and I was cracking up. I'm like, if we bring up Cody, I have to bring it up. Yeah, it's because you're my favorite mid-carder. What a great comeback.
Was he in AEW at the time?
No, I don't think so. I think it was WWE. Okay. Yeah, I think
he pushed himself into the mid-card in AEW. That was his own doing.
Well, that was the dumbest thing ever, because when he first was there, like, he was over, man. His promos were great. He's always been a great promo. I don't even want to say he's not. Like, his promos are still great. They're just almost repetitive to this point now. But that's why I think Punk is such a wild card for WWE, because you still don't know what this man's going to say. He literally made you buy in that maybe The Rock could come back. And I think when he was cutting his promos, calling him a bald fraud or whatever, I feel like he was trying to lure The Rock back in, because honestly, there's money in that match. I mean, the marquee match that WWE has left, right? The biggest match they could ever put on right now is Roman Reigns versus The Rock.
Yeah, which
And
I'm
if
shocked
Stone
they still
Cold-
haven't done.
If Stone Cold wasn't 60, it'd be Stone Cold versus Punk, right? But Reigns versus The Rock is your marquee match. And the longer it goes without it, the longer I think we're just not going to get it. And we were robbed of that because that was the plan, you know? And sometimes plans change, and I get it. Like, but dude,
Then
that
I'm
match,
still shocked it hasn't happened. Even like it hasn't happened like in like Saudi Arabia, because they like to give shit away to them all the time. So I'm literally shocked that hasn't happened yet anywhere. Like even the WWE will weirdly put that on like a B-level pay-per-view for whatever reason. But it just hasn't happened.
Like they did with the Shield triple threat and went on like Backlash.
Yeah.
At Backlash. Backlash.
Backlash.
Yeah. Did you see Danhausen
Yeah.
do that? Yo, can we real quick? I know this. We're going to circle back to Punk because they're best friends, so we can talk about the Pepsi Man after Danhausen. The Danhausen, and I am shocked because comedy wrestling, is not really my shtick. Danhausen is so hot right now with the Knicks winning the championships. They invited him to the parade. He has shirts on Fanatics with the Knicks logo on it. You've Been Cursed is everywhere. Like, listen, AEW had this guy. I thought he was fun in AEW, but he is on a whole nother level in WWE. And I think it's personally because they lean more into the entertainment. I don't care to see Danhausen in the ring.
Yeah.
But I do find his segments pretty funny, and I think that this landing spot that I thought wouldn't work for him, he's knocked it out of the park. Like, he is like the number 2 merch seller in the company. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, he was meant for the WWE. That's probably where he should have gone to begin with. To be honest, I know AEW probably helped him get noticed by the WWE.
It was Pepsi Phil. He went with Pepsi Phil.
and that too. But like, oh my god, like he was meant for the WWE. Yes, AEW has their comedy sometimes and their segments, but they obviously rely more on in-ring talent than the entertainment aspect of it. And WWE is literally more entertainment than the in-ring product. The in-ring product is great. Don't twist my words around anybody. It's still good, and I love a lot of the wrestlers that are there. They're exceptional, and I'd love to have them in AEW. But like, Danhausen was meant for the WWE. He's hitting it out of the park, and he was meant. This character, everything they're doing them is perfect. I'm loving he's getting the exposure from the Knicks thing. That was so well done and well planned by the WWE, and they're capitalizing on it. And why wouldn't you? So.
I mean, it just shocked me that it's worked out so well, and now I'm going to shock everybody else. Anybody who knows me, Orange Cassidy popped me this week.
Oh shit! I know where you're going with this.
He popped me this week with the Andrade pants spot.
Yeah,
he ripped off his pants and had his jeans under his jeans, bro.
Since we're giving flowers, we got to give flowers to Andrade because man, has this guy found his groove since coming back. Again.
I've been an Andrade guy, literally. Like, Andrade was my guy in NXT. Like, Andrade was my guy. Him versus Gargano in NXT Philly.
Oh yeah,
is a great top match. 5 match to me all time. It is one of my favorites. I can go back and watch it. Andrade is so freaking good, and now he's tapped into this, and we talked about it last week. The charisma that he carries himself with. He found his niche, and he found his like. He found how do you know? Is that what he says?
How you know? Yeah,
dude,
perfect.
The crowd, the pants thing, the how you know. They're just hanging by a thread, waiting for him to do the selfie with the hot female in the front. Like, it is just it's clicking.
The crowd at some point will chant. If he hasn't taken them off, they'll chant, "Take your pants off." That's how hot he is right now. If the crowd, you're not even egging them on to say it. If the crowd out of nowhere starts chanting to take your pants off because of your shtick, you've made it and you've hit with the AEW crowd right now, and you're red hot. and they're capitalizing on it, which is fantastic. They gave him a little short run with the New Japan Global Championship. He just lost it to someone in New Japan, which is fine. But like, man, yeah. To circle back to that spot,
he's going to take the Jets belt.
Oh man, I would strap Andrade 100%.
Because the Jet, man, with Callis, we were talking about this in our Discord chat. He just feels different, man. And I love him with Callis. And I usually am like, oh no, another Don Callis family member.
Is he the 25th or 26th member?
Yeah, right.
They're the NWO. They're literally the new NWO of AEW.
We're gonna, again, the main part of the show, which we're gonna get into in a minute, is about factions. But it works for him. He has that swag to him.
Yeah.
And he has that annoying heel manager. And it's going to turn Andrade into the super face. And I think that's where we're going. Both men want the title shot, but Jet, why aren't you worried about the title you have? Mm-hmm. And I think Andrade takes that from him. And I think that match will be dynamite, no pun intended. But before we get into the faction part of things, right? So I want to circle back because obviously we're talking about Andrade coming back to AEW.
Yep.
If Punk was unhappy and there was fire where the smoke was, which obviously we know now there's not, at least for now, people were like, hey, the bridge isn't burned with AEW. And to me, right, as a business person, does Tony Khan welcome Punk back? I think that's a long thought process for Tony Khan because of the money this guy draws. But, right, this is the big butt. And big ass butt. Right, a big butt, big booty. You have your roster clicking.
Yeah.
Better than it ever had. Maybe since it started in AEW. Your roster is clicking. You went through a drought when Punk left because people were suspended and people were fighting and people were and all this shit happens to you. And you are up Schitt's Creek without a paddle and you paddled your way out. You found a way to get out of it. And the locker room's closer. The shows are better. You know, I wouldn't take out a flyer on CM Punk. I wouldn't. Just like if I'm AEW, I don't take the flyer back out on Malachi Black. There's nothing I need from you that you offered me the first time. Now, Punk actually drew money and main evented and had awesome feuds. But what you did to us, you left us out to dry. And, you know, I don't agree with Tony Khan airing the footage because it kind of looked like just a regular wrestling backstage fallout, right? Dude, I've heard Bret Hart uppercut Vince McMahon.
Like, we never say there was never footage for that, but like
you don't need footage, and I think that
the only footage you have is from the Dark Side of the Ring, the reenactment.
Yeah, with the guy with the horrible Bret Hart wig, and Vince walks in like, you gotta hit me then, you son of a, and then
it's like he had it was like if he had a rope attached to his back and someone yanked it really hard. He jumps all the way back.
He became a stunt man. Yeah. It's like he felt like he did when Bill Goldberg kicked him in the head.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like I'm not welcoming that shit back into my company. And no. I get that the guy draws money and like listen, this is me speaking as a CM Punk fan. Punk is better in WWE because he has to be. Because here's the thing. WWE thrived without him. And now, if he punches someone in the face, WWE will go, okay, well, we've been without you before. We'll be without you again. And guess what? AEW just figured that out.
Yeah, and it's the bridge. It's sure, I don't think it's burnt down, but it sure is not sturdy. I'll say that between, I think, AEW and CM Punk guys of right now, with some of the people that came out when they heard of this.
It was one person, and I'm not mortgaging my future on Jungle Boy personally.
No.
I like Jack Perry, but if you're the reason that Punk comes back and he makes amends with everybody else and you're the only one with a problem, yeah, you can go wrestle on ROH. You know what I mean?
I also saw MJF said something without saying something about it.
Oh, yeah, well. MJF and him, yeah. I mean, MJF, I never thought he would fly the flag for AEW like he does. And it's pretty awesome to see, man. It really is.
It is.
Because that was the guy that I'm like, he's going to WWE the moment he gets a chance.
Oh, no. And I think there was some truth to the whole, like, I know it was a shtick in, like, the Bidding War 2024, but I think there was some truth to that, and Tony Khan, rightfully so, gave him the bag because he is one of your top guys in the company, as you should give someone like that the bag. A guy that is very much almost untouched on his promos. He does need a little work, but he's still very much untouched, according to a lot of people in that company.
Besides the low-hanging fruit, I think we said it last week. He's the best promo in the business. He really is.
So, circling back to Punk, though, yeah, I wouldn't even doubt if there's people in WWE that currently hate him right now as much as maybe a Jungle Boy or someone in AEW hates CM Punk, but they still have to not get along, but they still have to go to work, and there's probably people that, stay away from him in the back because
I know Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn don't like him. We all know that. But I think that he has, and I don't even want to say that he's changed because I don't know after 45 years of being stubborn if you change, but he put on a facade or whatever he does like he changed, right? And if he has, and he's actually a better person, people change. I've changed over the past 6 months. People change. But your track record tells me you don't. He seems to be happy. He seems to bury the hatchet there. He seems to be really interested in all the shit that he said in AEW he was going to do, work with the younger talent and help them. He's actually putting in the work at WWE, and maybe because it's last chance university for him, right? Like, this is it, bro. You get kicked out of this college, you're not going anywhere. You're like,
TNA.
And I do love Punk, right? And I'm loyal to a fault, and I'll admit it. But I also see a lot of his flaws. One of his flaws is his relationships backstage. But when it comes down to it, sometimes he brings more good to the table than bad. I think, obviously, if he did not fight with the Young Bucks and that happened, and him and Jungle Boy just got into that little scuffle, I don't think Punk gets fired. I think it was because the Young Bucks and Hangman, who are pivotal and critical in not only the success of AEW, but the start of AEW, right? So, I get why he's gone. I think it has worked out best for both parties. I really do. I think that, obviously, I have a feeling that AEW is going to get another big name WWE superstar. Like at the time it was Edge, and it's like, oh, you traded Edge and Sasha for Jade and Punk, which seems like a fair trade, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think AEW's done stealing big guys from WWE.
Oh no, we're about to see two big ones at All In facing the Young Bucks for sure.
Exactly, and that's WWE's fault.
Yeah,
that's WWE's fault.
As much as people don't want to give it to him, I know because of the whole tribalism that happens online, as soon as they sign with AEW, people are like, oh, they weren't that great anyways. It's like, no. They're not only good in the ring.
Top 5 tag team of all time.
They're bringing also their entertainment factor. They're bringing a lot more to the table to AEW than people give them credit for. So it's
going to be weird without Big E, though. It's going to be because it is just it's Rant with Ant without Phil, right? It's a little strange. Like, it's going to be good, but it's like, man, like it feels like there's that piece missing, and eventually it normalizes, and I'm sure AEW will be different, right? But I'm super excited for that. And when we're talking about the New Day, let's get into our chat about factions, right? Wrestling factions are one of my favorite things. Literally, the Shield got me to fall back. Like, Punk brought me in. The Shield made me fall in love with wrestling again. I love the Shield. That's why they're my guys. Then, when I started expanding my wrestling, New Japan had the Bullet Club, right? And it just reminded me of the NWO, which was the hot time in wrestling. There was Degeneration X. There was the Nation of Domination. There was the NWO. There was the LWO. It was just so much fun, right? Like having them factions, who was going to be the 4th man, the 5th man, the 29th man in the NWO, right? It was just different. And I feel over the years, WWE did a really good job with certain factions. New Day being one. I would even say Judgment Day, rough start, kind of turning around. Not my favorite. The Vision's been doomed since day one. Alpha Academy was a joke. Like a lot of these factions they do are a joke. And I feel like WWE has kind of lost it in factions except one. The Bloodline. The Bloodline is the best thing WWE's did since 2000. I think it's since then, I think the Bloodline is the best faction, even better than the Shield, because of all of the matches and stories we got out of the Bloodline. I don't feel like we dissected enough out of the Shield because Mox left, right? I think there's still a lot left on the table, and they still haven't had Reigns versus Rollins as a main event, and they're your 2 best wrestlers.
Yep. I will give credit to 2016 Black and Gold NXT for birthing 2 unbelievable factions. One that didn't survive on the main roster. One survived on NXT mostly and had its glory days in NXT, and that's the Undisputed Era. Those were my
Paragon.
boys.
Yeah.
Paragon. But they absolutely dominated NXT for years.
Awesome.
They had every single belt. They were literally the most dominant faction. And I wish they had done stuff in the main roster, but clearly Vince was just not feeling it at all. But the one other faction that came out of NXT that survived on the main roster and created stories after stories with multiple people, the Wyatt family.
I was going to say that. The Wyatts, Bray Wyatt was so captivating, and then you had these 3 intimidating figures. Like, look how
They're
big
huge.
Strowman, Harper, like these dudes are from the back swamps. I believed every single bit of it.
WrestleMania 30, what was the one I traveled to? 34. I went to New Orleans. And the one photo op I had was inside the Elimination Chamber. And this was when they were the Bludgeon Brothers. Fucking Luke Harper. And
Rowan.
I stood in there, got in there, and did this. And no one can see me. I'm looking straight up. And I'm like, oh my God, you guys are huge.
We met Brody at WrestleMania 33 in Orlando. It was me, Phil, Kerry, G-Rod. What, dude, one of my favorite meet. What an awesome guy.
They're
he is
so
missed.
nice. Oh my God.
He is missed, man. Luke Harper, Brody Lee is the man. Like, he was so captivating as a person. Like, he had such a great person, like a big giant teddy bear. You know what I mean? Like, was joking with us, was like, it was sponsored by Snickers. He was taking Snickers and just chucking them at people walking by, like just having a blast.
He made fun of Rowan when I met him because I was wearing my Undisputed Era shirt and Rowan put his hammer down. It was trying to do the Undisputed Era hand gesture. And then Brody looked at him and goes, "You're a heel, you idiot. You're not supposed to be doing that." It was just chirping him the whole time.
It's just and like, dude, since ran with ended, like, I've lost like Harper and Wyatt and lost so many great wrestlers and just people.
Yeah.
Like, you hear stories like great people, man. And the Wyatts to me, and that's why I had that connection and I talked about the Wyatt Six and I really wanted them to do good. And Joe Gacy's been teasing some stuff. And who knows where it is? And I hope it's them. Like, I hope someone
there
gives
was
them
also
an opportunity.
Yeah, but I mean, just kind of going a little bit farther, a little back here. We were just saying that that's the rumor right now is AEW is set to bring in some really big names. And what if it's not only the New Day, but what if they grab the Wyatt Six too?
Mm-hmm.
That would be insane.
Wasn't there a name that Bray had before the Wyatt Six? I'm like trying to recall. Like, he had tweets when he was a free agent. When he got released, which I couldn't believe they released Bray Wyatt the first time. What are you doing? Like, are you an idiot? That guy sells merch hand over fist.
Because his real name is
Wyndham. It was Wyndham something.
Yeah, I think it had to do with Wyndham.
It did. And maybe they do that, right? But I just I miss the days of the faction. And listen, I don't miss it in AEW because if I was in AEW, I'd be in a faction. Like, everybody in AEW is a faction.
It's like your initiation for joining AEW. It's like, all right, we're going to put you in a faction.
And here's the ones I care about. Death Riders.
Yeah.
The Elite.
Yeah.
I like Bullet Club Gold.
The Elites, I can't even, they're like barely a faction anymore.
Yeah, but when they, you know what I mean, when they were there, they were great. But like even like Shane Taylor has a faction. It's like
it's over in Ring of Honor. It's not getting picked up on the main roster right now. I loved him and Mox's match. It was hard hitting, and I liked that the Death Riders were nowhere to be found, and STP beat the hell out of them. Like, I like them, but again, it's like, does everyone have friends in AEW? Yeah, I guess so.
I don't. Jericho's had 15 different factions. One of them's worked.
Oh my god! Do you know I completely forgot about all his factions until you just said that, and I'm like, oh my god, yes, he had
everything.
Oh my god, why am I forgetting the names of his factions? What was
the
the
Inner
first
Circle,
one?
the Learning Tree.
Yeah, the Learning Tree.
The Inner Circle was his best one by far.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to think, like, there's other factions that we're probably like overlooking big time. Don Callis family has half the roster.
Literally, the NWO. They're literally the NWO of AEW.
I liked the House of Black a lot.
Oh, they're
I
great.
love the House of Black.
And then added Julia Hart was just like the cherry on top.
She was great.
Yeah,
she was so good in that role. Who else are we? We're forgetting some because Ospreay's kind of messing with the Death Riders.
Yeah, he's never brought in. He never brought in his faction. Like, he was still at United Empire when he first joined AEW, but then like, he's still like United Empire is still a thing. It's run by Cal Newman right now, who's their world champion. Right
is
now.
It the conglomerates?
The conglomeration. Yeah,
the conglomeration.
Which is like Roddy, Kyle O'Reilly.
It's the undisputed
Ishii, Orange Cassidy. Oh my God, there's like so many people in it.
It's the undisputed error, we'll call it.
Undisputed error.
No, I like most of the wrestlers in there except Orange Cassidy, but I did pop for Orange Cassidy. I just don't think everybody needs a faction in AEW. I feel like I get it. Tony Khan loves New Japan. Like he fucks with New Japan heavy, right? Like in New Japan, everyone was in a faction, so I get why he does it. But at the same token, it's like, man, I don't care about a lot of them. Like the Don Callis family would be a lot more intimidating if they had 4 studs than 15, than 3 main eventers and 12 mid carders.
I know another faction, the one where we can't really pronounce the name, but it's what Rush is part of.
Los Ignobles. I can't. Ingobernables de Japan. I can't say it anymore. I lost it in 7 years, man. And I'm going to do it every show until I say Los Ingobernables de Japan. See, I just got it there. So Hurt Syndicate.
Hurt Syndicate, yeah. There's a
love
lot.
them. Love them.
They're technically a faction. I think what's considered a faction? Is it at least more than
3?
2? At least 3 is considered a faction. Well, then you got the
I guess AEW would be trios.
Yeah, because then you got the women's one because you have Tekla, Julia Hart, and Sky Blue.
Blue shirt.
Sky Blue, greatest ticket seller of all time.
Yeah, Sky Blue shirt, bro.
Yeah.
She was wearing a blue staff shirt last time we saw her. Is that Sky Blue? Is she wearing a staff t-shirt?
Yeah.
She
bracelets?
Yeah, what the hell is going on here? I just took a picture with her. If I would have known this, I would have just waited.
Hilarious. That was still to me, and I've done a couple of WrestleMania fan fests. That was the best fan fest I've ever done in my entire life. All Out 2021. Was that 2021?
So well, dude, I don't know.
Everything's mushed together, but like the one we went to,
it was so well ran, organized.
It was just so like laid back, like. You could go up to the wrestlers to meet them and literally have the longest conversation, and no one's like rushing you. You can literally sit there and they'll chit chat with you.
Jade signed my teat.
Yeah, literally, Jade signed his tit.
And then,
if that was WWE, they'd be like, "Oh no, you can't."
Ty ran around the table and talked to Phil for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
like we were having full conversations with her and Sammy. Like the whole time we were just talking about vlogging and stuff. Like. Yeah. There's 15 or 34, 50 60 people behind us, and we're just whatever.
Yeah, because they gave the time to everybody, which was fantastic. And then like who was it? Weren't we just sitting like at a table, random table, and like Sting was like behind the curtain?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you're just like, it's Sting.
It's always Sting. Every time I wanted Wyatt, it was Sting. That was my big thing on Elite POV. I wanted Wyndham in AEW so bad, and every time the lights went out, I was like, oh my God, it's Sting. I love Sting too. Like, it made me sound like such a hater, but it was just like I wanted Wyndham there so bad. Like, I just wanted to see that guy's creative genius just flourish. You know what I mean? And that was what a time. What a time Elite POV was. We had so much fun.
Yeah.
But that was a good faction, right? Elite POV, we were a faction.
Technically, we had 4.
Yeah.
4.
So I think what WWE needs to do with their factions is I think they're trying, but they're so fast to kick the leader out. They did it with Judgment Day, Edge.
Yeah.
They did it with the Vision. It's named the Vision because he's a visionary. Right?
Yeah.
At least the Bloodline, it was like almost like fighting within family, and they're still kind of doing that because Fatu called out the Usos tonight as we're recording. It's like he's like, I only acknowledge the tribal chief. Y'all need to try like so there's going to be that inner turmoil, but it was almost like Reigns like, you want this, you got to come beat the head of the table, the tribal chief, and that was cool because it wasn't them just kicking out.
Yeah.
Kicking out the leader.
Now, here's a question. How many top factions do you think a wrestling company should have? Like, what do you think is like a limit?
See, I know that there was more factions in WCW. I loved the story, and I think AEW was trying to do it with the Death Riders, but they have too many factions, of the NWO being a separate entity. Like, we are here to put WCW out of business. This is going to be called New World Order Wrestling, right? Like, that was super cool. I always think 3 factions, because if you look back in the day, you had the Generation X, you had the Nation of Domination. They were running at the same time. There's probably other factions that I'm forgetting about.
Okay.
But I like 2 or 3. Like, you always need a group of people to fight, like especially with war games and stuff like that now.
Because like WWE, the Bloodline's number 1. Who's number 2?
It has to be Judgment Day, right? It's supposed to be the Vision.
Yeah.
It has to be Judgment Day, though. Accomplishments wise, Dom, Liv, Minecraft Finn Balor.
Yeah.
What's his name?
JD.
JD. Yeah, who I like JD. He just reminds me of Minecraft Finn Balor. Raquel.
God. Yeah, I guess so. Like those would be your top 2, and like top.
Who's your second? Because they tried it to be the other Samoans with
there's
Solo.
the Visions there, and like I'm trying to think. I don't.
What was Solo's called? What is Solo's faction?
Oh, his was called some. What? No, I was gonna say the Family. That doesn't make sense. I don't even know what that one was called. It was like the NWO Wolfpack to the Bloodline.
Yeah,
like, it was like the Wolfpack version of the NWO to the Bloodline, basically.
And then they got rid of everyone.
Yeah, well, it's like the Wolfpack didn't last long either. So like same thing.
Yeah, I don't really know who could be the second like faction that takes in the Bloodline. See, that's what I kind of liked when there was the Shield. There wasn't factions like that. So what did you have to do? You had to basically assemble the Avengers to try to take them out. It was 3 different people all the time, and an Evolution came back to try to take them out. An Evolution is a mystery.
Yeah. Isn't there
Evolution?
Isn't there a faction in NXT called The Family with like Tony D'Angelo and like these other people? Or if they maybe disbanded?
New? Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch NXT anymore.
I don't either, but like from what I could remember seeing, I mean, you could have, I don't know if there was a plan for it, or I don't know if there could be in the future, a family versus family faction storyline, because you have 2
Here is
types of
the
family.
problem. nobody has the aura
Yeah, I know.
of Roman
It's tough.
Reigns.
Yeah.
And now with Jacob Fat 2 in there and the Usos, who are arguably the greatest WWE tag team of all time, you need to assemble the Avengers to take. You need Punk, Cody,
Yeah.
Cena, The Rock, the ghost of Stone Cold Steve Austin passed because he's not wrestling anymore. You're going to need everybody, right? Like, you're going to need them all to take out this dominant faction. I just wish WWE would do it better, and I wish AEW would do it less, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they rely too much on the faction sometimes. Like
the
too
Bloodline
heavy.
storyline carried WWE. And I'll tell you what, that's the time that AEW was kind of down. So WWE was like really cooking.
Yeah, and like, because the Death Riders are like an adaptation of the Blackpool Combat Club. They're like,
I like the Death Riders a lot, though.
Yeah, I was
like
a big
what they
fan of the
stand for.
Blackpool Combat Club. At the time,
too.
though, when Regal was there and Bryan was there, that era of the Blackpool Combat Club was my favorite. And like the one, because there was I was at the Forbidden Door. I was in Chicago, where Regal came out with Moxley, and I'm like, this is like the most badass thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like it was so perfect. And I got a good laugh out of Claudio when I went to Collision here. There's a city here called, for anyone who doesn't know, there is actually a city up here called London, not London, England, London, Ontario.
So you went to the UK.
They they hosted Collision, and I got to sit like second row in the front, and I had a sign that said, I created the Blackpool Combat Club logo, but instead of Blackpool, I put Bald Men Combat Club, because all of them started to become bald at the time. It was Claudio, it was
Mox,
and I think Wheeler shaved his head.
Wheeler, didn't he shave his head, right? He lost his hair or something?
Yeah.
Well, that was a little bit ago.
But then, like, Claudio looked at my sign. He tried not to laugh so hard, and he fucking broke character and started laughing when he seen it.
Claudio's the man. I wish he would have a little bit. I wish he had a little bit more going. I mean, he had a nice little Ring of Honor run. But
is he going to be the guy that just never wins the world title?
I guess they kind of think that he did because they count Ring of Honors.
Yeah, I know, like, he had the Ring of Honor world champion, but it's not like a world title. I'm sorry to any Ring of Honor fans listening, but that's not I don't want to say real world title, but it's not a world title. Like, it's not the top. Like, Ring of Honor is owned by AEW. The top prize in that company is the AEW world title. It's not
like
the
the
Ring of Honor
NXT
world
title is not a world title to me. Like, it is. NXT Championship means something, but in WWE terms, it's like you won the AAA Baseball World Series. Like,
yeah.
Cool, you won, but you're not top dog. Like, there's still two other world champions ahead of you.
Well, you look at the list of the world champions in AEW, there you go. Those are your top guys, and to me, that means more winning that belt than the Ring of Honor belt for Claudio. And I'm so scared this guy is just going to be the guy that was in every company he's ever been in and never became world champion.
Yeah, I don't see him being a world champ. I'm gonna be honest.
It's tough. I don't know if it's a promo thing, because in the ring he's spectacular. Like, is it like I don't know what it is with him. Like, what do companies not like about him?
Vince McMahon said he's too Swiss.
He's too Swiss. I highly doubt Tony Khan is sitting there going, he's too Swiss.
I just think, look at the people who haven't been champions in AEW yet.
True.
Right?
I mean,
are you going to put him before Andrade?
Not right now.
Are you going to put him before Ospreay?
No, Ospreay's next in line. Are
you going to put him before another Omega run?
See, like, Omega's run is about to be very short.
If Adam Cole ever gets cleared, you're going to put him before Adam Cole?
I don't know what's going on with him. That's a scary one.
I know. But I'm just saying.
afraid that he's done.
I'm just saying, like, to me, the pecking order.
Yeah. Or he's
are you going to give it to him over Swerve?
Swerve's won the world title. I'm trying to think of people
but I'm
who
saying,
haven't
like,
won it yet. Yeah,
there's people. Ospreay's the guy who hasn't won it yet, and it's going to be huge when he does. And Darby was that, and then Darby, But I'm saying these guys are going to get more than one run, and you're not going to catapult Claudio. Like, I was surprised they gave Joe another run.
That was shocking. Yeah.
And I loved Samoa Joe, and that's he's a badass and he's a great promo.
Oh, it's another faction. There you go. His faction, I was calling it the Black Ops, the Ops.
The Ops.
Yeah.
Black Ops 8 coming out soon for Xbox.
What a wild faction that is. And now they just added a new guy. So
that's because Hobbs left.
Yeah, and then they replace him now with Bowens, and now with Samoa Joe going to record more Twisted Metal, it's left to Bowens, Hook, and oh my God.
Yeah, see, I don't care about that. I love the Acclaimed when they were a faction.
Yeah. I think Max Caster's wrapped his last rap in AEW, unfortunately. Yeah, which the stuff he was doing with the Best Wrestler Alive was actually starting to get over. I'm shocked they didn't carry with that, but he was starting to become like the guy that would be the one to introduce new wrestlers to the company. If a new wrestler was going to make his debut, he would answer his open challenge. But that is what it is. But
it's just weird now because like, dude, the Shield to me and the NWO and like even like WWE knows how to do it. They did it with the Bloodline. They're still doing it with the Bloodline, but everything else, and maybe the Vision would have been good, but like everyone got injured. Everybody got injured. Logan Paul, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins, they all got injured. Like that was cursed. But
that was a cursed faction.
I hated what they did to Judgment Day because like Edge cut his hair and everything, and I was like really excited for this new thing, and it just didn't follow up. But I think that AEW could relax on like the Ops right now without Samoa Joe. I don't care.
No,
like
that's why they're not being pushed.
But I just don't care. They don't need to be the Ops anymore.
No.
Right? Then
Shibata, that's what I was thinking of. Damn it.
Do something else. You know what I mean? Like not everything has to be a team, and I get AEW leans more into the Japanese wrestling and kind of that, and it's just not for me. It's my opinion on it. I think they have some great factions. I think they do factions well, but I just think that everybody is in a faction.
You don't need the Ops because you already have a faction like that, like the Death Riders. You don't need multiple of the same faction. You need different types of factions that are different in their own way. Not the Ops are basically like the Death Riders in their own way. They're a group of badass individuals just looking to kick the shit out of you. You already have that with the Death Riders. You don't need that with the Ops. You already have that.
Well, I mean, the same can go for WWE. Like, how many bloodlines do you want?
Yeah.
Like, we don't need to have Solo's bloodline. It didn't work. It didn't work. Nobody cared about Solo. Solo actually excels as a comedy wrestler. He's funny as shit. You know what I mean? Like, he actually is like fun, a fun promo. I don't know. I think people just overthink stuff. I think WWE really thought they were going to get more legs out of signing all the Samoans. And then they realized, like, we could have two different factions, but who has the aura of Roman Reigns? And the answer in WWE as a whole is nobody has that aura. Like, you haven't had that aura since Cena. So you're not, this is just something that you don't get, right? It's just something you have.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, like, Hogan had it. Austin had it. The Rock had it. Cena had it. Reigns had it. They walked the room. You said, I know that's somebody. That is somebody. Like, they are somebody. I think they try to force it with some people. I think Triple H tried to force his aura a little bit. And I like Triple H, but I feel like he tried to force it a little bit. Like the backlash thing. Brother, everyone just said backlash. You go,
Backlash.
Yeah. Speaking of Triple H, for years, I was known as the Alpha, the King of Kings, the Game, the top dog in this business. People ask me all the time, Hunter, what's your secret to success? Well, it's simple. Feed your bitch. That's why I trust Pedigree. Pedigree dog food gives your dog the energy to bury the bones the same way I buried all your favorite wrestlers for the past 20 years. Because when you spent a career at the top, you know the difference between championship material and the rest of the back. So whether your dog is a champion breed, a contender, or just trying to get over in the backyard, give them the nutrition they deserve. Pedigree. Feed your bitch. All right. Pedigree dog food.
That was a late
Feed your
commercial.
bitch. It was. It was 50. You never know when the commercials are going to punch you in the face.
Exactly.
You know what you also don't know? What's going to punch you in the face?
Oh, God.
Wrestling butt rock themes. Let's talk about it.
Yes.
Let's talk.
Yeah.
All right.
When all's wide open.
Yeah. You have to say, like, so butt rock to me is the radio station that's like 100.7 playing nothing but rock. Butt rock. Right? So we've been talking about butt rock for years. I mean, 5-second rule was 6 years ago.
I think you need to give the definition. For people that don't know what butt rock is.
Dad rock.
Dad rock, and like we're talking about like the songs where you can raw after every word.
Yeah.
Like the creeds
like
of the world.
Or they skip letters like my bro.
Like Creed's a prime example. Number one.
Yes.
And like there was that show you were mentioning in the beginning of the show. They mentioned totally forgot about this band, Default. Remember Default?
Yeah.
Oh man, they were a 100% butt rock band. I had a couple of Default songs in my MP3 player. That's how fucking old I am.
So let's do the butt rock draft. Yes. We're just gonna go back and forth. I mean, I don't even have them written down. We're doing this all off my head.
Yeah, I know.
So I might forget some. I'm gonna go with the. You want to go with the first pick?
Yeah, actually.
All right, who are you going with?
I'm going with Metalingus. On this day, I see clearly. Yeah. It's 100% a butt rock theme song.
Yes, I'm going with I walk alone inside this pit of damn, whatever it is. I walk alone.
Like saliva.
Saliva.
You should have a little saliva
like
there.
Choking on his saliva. The Gurgle. That would be my cover band name instead of Saliva. It would just be called Gurgle. Dude. You forgot about that, didn't you?
I did.
If you can fake a machine gun to it, it's butt rock. You know what I mean? If you can, it's butt rock, bro. You can slap your legs and play do a fake air machine gun. You're not even air guitar, you're air machine gunning because it's just like.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So there's number 2.
I had to go fucking Evolution. Same song.
Evolution. I feel like Motorhead as like every Triple H theme except whatever it is. Bow to the man to break it down. DX. That's not butt rock. That's
it's on.
Yeah. I feel like Motorhead was kind of in there, and Triple H had some great butt rock ones. Yeah. You know who has a butt rock one? I'm not drafting this, but you know what the butt rock one is? Tommaso Ciampa has such a butt rock theme.
His current one in AEW? Oh my god.
It's so butt rocky.
Oh, it's freaking how does it go to the beginning? It's like my shadow knows my story.
Yeah. And it just hums. You can just be yeah.
It's got a butt rock hum to it.
He's a butt hum. It's butt humming.
You think he went to Lucky
like,
Ruckus? I'm like, I need you to make me a butt rock theme song.
He's like, just you're holding in your shit for 15 minutes. That's it. That's all we're looking for here, pal. I gotta go Big Show, man.
Oh my God,
Big Show. Like it has kind of like a soul butt rock.
I think he goes too. I'm pretty sure after the Big Show.
Get ready for something that you'll never know. It's like you can feel the soul, but you can also feel the butt puckering a little bit. You know what I mean? It's a butt rock song.
His theme song, even like, oh my God, he has. If you listen to his AEW theme song, I don't know if it was Mikey Ruckus or he recorded. There's a well in the beginning. But there's no lyrics, unfortunately. It sucks.
We had one we talked about last week too. I'm just waiting to see if you pick up on it.
Oh no. Is Randy Orton's theme song, but is Rev Theory considered butt rock?
I would say so. I hear voices in my head. Yeah.
You can make any song butt rock, but is that considered butt rock?
You can. But listen, every song is butt rock to me. Like, I can, Mr. Ass song is butt rock.
I'm an ass man.
It's legit. Mr. Ass is butt rock.
I like to kick them.
I love to kiss them. I like to lick them. I like to pinch them with consensual. With consent. I like to pinch them with consent. He doesn't say that in the song, but he should. It's a very creepy song about asses. It's a butt rock ass song. I'm an ass man.
Why can't I think
That's
of
not butt rock
right now?
But I could make it butt rock. Dude. Ow for sure.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm on the burn down.
Technically, you can make CM Punk's theme song. It's butt rock song.
Yeah, but it's not. Didn't Nickelback
Look in my eyes. What
didn't
do you
Nickelback
see?
do like a WWE Raw?
Oh,
song?
they did. Burn to the ground. We're going out tonight.
That's butt rock. You hear that guitar line? Butt rock. Just, yeah. You know what I mean?
Nickelback's butt rock. There's a lot of butt rock.
Nickelback, yes.
Like their first album, Silver Side Up, is all butt rock.
I mean, the intros.
Too bad, it's too late. This is how you remind me of what I really am.
Here we go.
No
Hey!
I don't know if it's being picked up on the mic.
It should be.
Yeah,
It
but
should
people
be.
know. But people know.
Chad Kroger is fucking yelling into this mic right now, guys.
Oh, yeah.
We're going out tonight. Yeah, we're going to get a fight. Yeah, I'm going to go to ShopRite and get some groceries.
Is that a lyrics go?
No. I don't know the rest of them, but I had tried to rhyme night, and then I found right, and then ShopRite has groceries. So I just kind of went there with it. I hope it's right. We're going out tonight. We're going to get in fights. Yeah.
Can you imagine if John Cena's song was butt rock?
Oh, my God. Can you imagine?
I can't
You could do it. My time is up. The time is now. Yeah. You can't see him. The time now, brother. It's the prime time. You shine now. You can't see me. My time is now.
It'd have to be a country twang song version of it.
Exactly. I mean, it's like Tex Henderson singing every damn one. Somebody said Tex Henderson, the real American. That song should be butt rock. I am a real American. For the rights of. Speaking of which, did you watch UFC? Being a real American?
No, because I'm real Canadian and didn't watch it.
Dude. All right. So listen.
I saw clips. I saw clips of
I just wanted to point it out, okay, whatever. I liked the UFC. I watched, and there were some good fights. So, yes, I tuned in for a little bit. Don't really agree with having it on, the lawn of the most prestigious building. But whatever. I will say, I saw a tweet, and I have to bring it up on the show because it is so true. So, before the UFC fights, they had, Travis Pastrana, doing backflips on motorcycles.
Oh, okay.
And then there was a UFC fight, and someone's like, dude, this is like a bad Disney Channel original movie where a 12-year-old becomes president of the United States. And it just resonated with me because I'm like, shit,
That's
if
funny.
I was 12 and I was president, I'd probably have extreme motorsports and real life fighting happening on the front lawn of the White House.
This is so true.
I'm not even trying to get political with it, but I saw that tweet, and I think everyone can appreciate that. I think everyone can appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, and then they had Tyson Fury walk out. Literally wasted 30 minutes of my time. Tyson Fury, the boxer, walks out, and they go, "Hey, and you have an announcement to share that you and Dana White are going to do." And he's like, "I'll let Dana talk about that." It's like, bro, you just wasted 30 minutes of my time. You came out to "Sex Is on Fire" by Kings of Leon.
Oh my
That's
God.
a butt rock song. And while I'm driving, right? You wasted my time. But yeah, I digress. That was an interesting thing for America 250. But
I was watching FIFA, man, to be honest. I was watching FIFA all weekend.
Yes, a World Cup is on, and I love that. But to me, if I were to book something that says screams United States and unifies political parties, it would be Butt Rock Fest.
Butt Rock Fest, yes.
It would be Creed, Nickelback, Hinder.
Oh, yes. Hinder,
right?
Default. Bring Default. I think Default's still touring out there. Get them in there to sing like 3 songs so they have.
Bring them all the people.
Yeah, all the Butt Rock
Saliva,
people.
bring them all. Just bring them all. Daughtry, even though he's not Butt Rock, sometimes he could be classified. You know what I mean? He could be classified as Butt Rock sometimes. If you can classify one song as Butt Rock, you're on the list, dude. I think that would unite so many people. People just hugging, singing, with
Creed would have to main event.
Yeah, they're
that's the
headline.
Yeah, yeah. Creed.
But I would have
100%.
Scott Stapp dress up like Uncle Sam.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like we're going in. We're getting into this, right? And instead of having UFC fights, I'd have wrestling matches. It wouldn't be on the White House because I think the White House is a sacred ground. I don't think you should have any events there. No. But I think you do it in Philadelphia because that is where the Declaration was signed. That's freedom. Yeah. Philly loves fighting and Philly loves butt rock.
There you go.
Right?
It's like you're from
there
Philly
it
or
is.
something.
I'm fantasy booking how they should have did this. And maybe we have motorcycles. Or maybe
like WCW Road Wild where all the motorcycles are
bash at the beach.
Yeah.
Have you seen Red Bull when they try to push the floats into the water?
No.
And see, you have it like people like make these makeshift things to see how far they can fly it, and they like throw it into the water. And some people just like hit and fall in, and other people fly like 50 feet. I would have that.
Oh my god!
As the concert's playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That would be the most. I'd have to come down for that. Like,
free Red Bull for all too. Yeah. The American Dream. And speaking of the American Dream,
listen, baby.
All the bands would be introduced by Cody. But he would have to talk like his dad.
Yeah, you'd have to put on the Dusty voice because I know he can. He's got his list.
During the day, it's the American Dream, and as it gets towards Creed, it's the American Nightmare. It's dark.
Oh.
The pyro's coming up. Uncle Sam, Scott Stapp comes out.
He dyes his hair black again.
Uncle Scott comes out because it's not
Scott.
Uncle Sam anymore.
Uncle Scott.
Yeah, Uncle Scott comes out and just fucking lights it up, bro. I'm telling you, man. This is the best idea I've had since the Gun Lounge.
Oh my god.
Black Lab?
Do you drink
Rockstar?
I'm sliding
What
off.
is it? Was it? Do you drink Rockstar or do you drink Monster? It was Rockstar. Yeah. So that's how I do. But besides the crazy shit happening in America, we're going to touch on this week. There was no questions this week, so the last two things I want to talk about are AEW based. These are things that I watched this week that I was like, man, it's the man of the week. Huh? Remember, like announcers used to talk like that.
Oh,
and here he comes, 6'4" power forward for the 76ers.
You sound more like a mobster. See,
coming to the ring, making his way to the ring is he is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Oh, Cody Rhodes, eh? You see, that was Dusty's son. So AEW had a terrible opening this week. It was the shits. And it sucks because it's a week after I'm like, hey, can we please have promos open shows? And I got so excited. And then it was Jericho. Coming to the ring is the guy that's been doing this 20 years too long. Hey, it's Chris Jericho. You see? No, Chris Jericho. They made Tommaso Ciampa look like such a bitch. I hated it. That dude just had like a death match the week before. Now he's stomping around the ring saying no because someone called him bald. Who gives a shit, bro? You just went through glass a week ago. Real glass. Cry me a river.
God. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know. You watched it. What did you think? It was
I didn't like it. I there's a guy that watches AEW all the time and loves AEW. It didn't hit. It didn't hit. And like he already did the bald stuff with Ricochet, so I felt like it was like,
with Rocket.
Yeah, so like I felt like it was more more low hanging fruit type of thing. Like
It
they
was
could have went.
dumb. It
In,
was
they
just
could have
dumb.
went in like a different direction. Honestly,
And it seems so serious because Ciampa was like putting people like breaking their backs, saying, "I'm better than Chris Jericho," and then he comes out, and it's a joke, man. Like,
Yeah.
why?
They went. They could have done this in a very much like it was like with the stuff they did the week before. I thought it was leading to something better, and it kind of just fell flat. And
Even that week, like he got in Shivani's face again. I'm like, damn, like
Yeah.
Jericho's like, and it was like, I don't hate Jericho, but I don't need Jericho opening a show.
it's tough because
How about we let the women open the show instead of putting them at 9:20?
I know. They love that demographic number, man. And for some reason, they've fallen in love with
they lost
all
it this
the
week because
peak male audience tuning in at that time for some
they
reason.
did like 570 this week. I'm pretty sure everyone's like, this sucks and tuned out. I stayed in. The show was actually really good. The opening stunk. The opening was I mean, it was one of the worst openings in recent memory to any wrestling show. It just fell flat. It didn't put Ciampa over. And at this point, why are we putting Jericho over? Like, I love like Jericho is one of my guys. Like, love him, but it didn't do anything for Ciampa except make him look stupid.
Yeah, I hope like to just save this, you're gonna have to do something obviously drastic because now I think people are not really invested into that feud. You're gonna have to do something crazy now. But no, they at this point in his career, does he really need to be opening the show like that? Like with so much else that's going on the card right now, and what they have lined up for Forbidden Door, they could have easily done something else.
Dude, just open up with Mox and Shane Taylor beating the shit out of each other. Like,
Yeah,
that match
something
was
like that.
fire because it just felt like a real fight, bro. Like, it felt real. It felt like it should have happened on the lawn of the White House for no apparent reason.
They used to have something. I know, like, you don't like him, but like when they used to open up Dynamite every week with Orange Cassidy's theme song because it was Jane, and people would crowd would just start to go absolutely nuts because everyone loves that song, Jane. But like that would like
Well, they
the
tried to do
build-up
it with
into
well, they did it with the butt rock song.
Yeah.
And then Judas played, and I feel like people were tired of Judas.
Yeah, like they're not singing it the same. Like they're still singing it, but
No.
they're not as loud as they used to be. It's audibly noticeable that it's
No,
not as loud
because
as it
we
used to be.
all miss. You know what we miss? Break the walls down, but don't about the bone, but the bone, but even in the then I'm your precinct.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone, baby, when I'm right, just rock with me.
Are you sure you didn't play the song? Are we getting copyrighted?
Step
Because
into the arena, you point the walls down. Well, here he comes to the ring. He is the Lionheart, Chris Jericho. Hey,
Jericho,
here he
see?
is. Yeah, it is the guy that put lifts in his shoes when he met Vince McMahon because he's only 5'10", you see.
This show's got off the rails at this point.
Yeah, it is. All right, but we got to get out of here soon because it's just going to get worse and worse. Another thing that I'm not really sold on is, like, out of all the people that could fight MJF and all the people that want to, the Jet, Andrade, Ospreay, Omega made mention of it, Mox,
Yeah.
Samoa Joe as the Clown and Twisted Metal. All these guys could fight MJF, right?
Yep.
Why is it Mark Briscoe? And I like Mark Briscoe, but this feels like it's been going on forever. Tony loves Mark Briscoe. I noticed something about Mark Briscoe, and I like Mark Briscoe. This isn't an insult. He kind of has a Dusty voice.
Yeah.
If Dusty was like 5 shots deep.
Oh my God.
Listen to it.
Yeah.
Listen to it.
I'm thinking about it already.
Yeah, right? Dusty Rhodes is drunk as shit. It's Mark Briscoe.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sold in it, and I'll admit right now, maybe they'll do a better job with selling it to me, but right now I'm not happy with
Dude, I
what
think
they've
Mark's
announced.
a great worker, but like, you just put the title back on MJF because you want, obviously the ratings are great when he's the champ. You didn't open the show with a promo by him. You did it with Jericho. Like, the show just felt flip-flopped and wrong. And the Briscoe, like, so I hop in like Issa's stream, NYC Demon Diva, and obviously she watches everything. Her streams supporters are more like WWE fans, but they respect AEW and they will watch it. And it's just when Briscoe was, they're like, why Briscoe? And to me, if you're going to capture the other company's audience,
Yeah.
Briscoe's good for a one-off, maybe like a feud for a week. Boom, do it at one of these special events on a Dynamite, and then get it off the card and make it bridge to something.
So here is where I have the issue with it right now. Is because what's your next pay-per-view? It's Forbidden Door. Forbidden Door is built around the other companies coming in and facing off against AEW people. Why is the main event of Forbidden Door a multi-man cage match between all AEW wrestlers?
Yep.
And if it wasn't, it would be MJF versus Briscoe, who are both in AEW. So
New Japan has 1,000 factions. AEW has 1,000,000 factions. Why aren't we just having a faction war?
And the title is not on the line. So, like, why are we doing this? Like, clearly, MJF should have been put into a feud with someone maybe from a New Japan or CMLL to make sense for this pay-per-view, because he's not dropping the title, because they're clearly looks like the direction they're going into at Redemption.
Dude, Ospreay Omega all in.
Well, yeah, because in July, the next pay-per-view, which is Redemption, it's gonna be, and it's in Canada. It's gonna be Kenny Omega taking the belt off of
MJF and Ospreay and him. Yep.
And hilariously, do you know where this pay-per-view is?
Where at?
Montreal.
Oh. Okay.
Yep, they're gonna play.
Will the Canadian Prince be in attendance?
No, it's this.
Montreal's like 6 hours away, ain't it, from you?
8.5.
Jeez, it's like me going to Schittsburg.
No, I'm not driving that far. I'm just saying, like, they're gonna play into the whole screw job thing. I guarantee you. And
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
So then we can have another reenactment of Bret Hart uppercutting Vince McMahon.
I wonder if Bret Hart's gonna be involved.
I don't know, man.
I don't think Tony Khan will be ringside to
So this is how So this is how I book it.
Yeah.
MJF gets the ref to ring the bell, like Vince did. Tony comes out and tries to reverse it, right?
Yeah.
MJF smacks Tony. Here comes Bret Hart.
Oh, and Bret
Hart's here to get the redemption now.
Dude, that crowd.
In comes
Bill
nuts. Goldberg. Bret kicks Goldberg, gives him a concussion.
You're like Gilbert.
Bill Goldberg comes out, gets kicked in the head by Bret. Now he has a concussion. Bret gets his redemption all in one night. Then he puts Kenny in the sharpshooter.
The pay-per-view called Redemption, yes.
He wins the AEW World Championship.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Tony Khan.
Because he's the first man to actually hold the AEW World Championship as he presented it.
Yep.
So I just went full circle.
I think it's something like that's going to happen. There's going to be a screw job thing where MJF's going to retain. It's going to get reversed, and Kenny's going to win the belt in Canada, and then Bret's going to be involved. I guarantee Bret's going to be involved, because if Bret's music hits at that point in the match, dude, it'll be like a weird. It won't be his theme song. It'll be like the AW version of it, but like. The crowd's gonna go nuts. If Bret Hart comes up on the Titantron,
it'd be the hum.
Yeah. But like that Montreal crowd's gonna go absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be fun. We're into something really fun with that. But yeah, as for circling back here, this whole Briscoe thing, I'm not into it. There's nothing that's drawing me.
Well, you see, you got this guy Briscoe who has a big Ring of Honor. Now he wants to fight in the AEW.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not buying it, and I'm hoping after Forbidden Door it's over and we're on to the next one. And the next one being Kenny Omega to win the title for Ospreay. So we all get Omega versus Ospreay, because I really do think Omega is going to go down like part-time in next year. You'll see him work a very lighter schedule. He's had health issues. He is getting older. It hasn't affected him. He's still fast and strong, but I just think that he's going to start transitioning to a backstage role more. But that's the show for this week. So, yeah, here we are, guys. Episode number 2 back. And, again, thank you guys for the support. If you're listening to this, share it. If you're on Apple Podcasts, leave us a review. If you're on Spotify, if you're on Spotify,
When you spot a guy, you listen to the
Well,
show.
I know a guy, and he gave it 5 stars. When you spot a guy over there, you tell him give it 5 stars. When you are on Spotify, give us a 5-star review. YouTube, follow, like, subscribe, share.
Those are all free
comment.
to do, by the way.
All that shit gets us on the algorithm. If you like us and you want to buy our merch, we have a merch store. There's one shirt on there, and maybe we'll have some more. I don't know what I don't even know what this episode is going to be called at this point. Like, we're just flying by the seat of our pants.
Butt rock.
Yeah, that no one's going to click that.
No. Factions. There you go.
I love to pinch them.
I love to squeeze them.
With consent.
With consent.
Yeah. With consent. But thank you guys for joining us. And remember to keep wrestling real.